Today I'm going to show you how to bring something like this back to life. Good Marc TV morning. Now, a lot of business owners I know, maybe you're one of them, don't wear dress shoes on a daily basis. Maybe when they're going out to a meeting or something, but for the most part they're wearing like stuff like this, like athletic footwear, cross trainers, runners, whatever you want to call them. But that doesn't mean they're animals. No, they still want to look good. So when these things start to get grubby and disgusting, well, you don't have to throw them away, because today I'm going to show you how to clean them. So before we get started, here's what you're going to need to bring your athletic footwear back to life. First off, some baking soda. Doesn't matter what brand, any brand you like will work. Some laundry detergent, again, any brand you like. I happen to be using the Kirkland brand here. Bleach, any brand you like. I happen to use the lemon scented one because I don't like the smell of bleach. A couple of little bowls, a very damp piece of terry cloth, a glass of hot water. Now this isn't boiling hot water. This is the hottest water I could get out of the tap. That'll be more than fine. And a toothbrush. Now because I'm working with bleach and I don't want it smearing on myself, either wear like a white ratty shirt, or if you have yourself like an old apron or something, that'll work too. If you take a look at the shoe, you'll probably notice if they're like these, they're dirty just from dirt being caked on, like was probably walking in mud or something, I don't know what. So before you start anything, you're going to take your toothbrush and you're just going to go over it, every crack and crevice. Now, it'll definitely make life easier if you remove the laces first, but don't throw them away because I'm going to show you how to clean those as well. So we're going to take out the laces and then scrub away with the toothbrush. I've spent about 2 minutes going over every crack and crevice on the shoe with the toothbrush. I've loosened up all the dirt. Now I'm going to take the terry cloth, the wet terry cloth, and I'm going to go over every spot with the terry cloth, taking off all the dirt that I've loosened. Now take your time on this step, and you'll notice after you do it, the shoe's probably going to look a whole lot better. But we are not done yet. So right now we're doing step one, wiping off all the loose dirt with the terry cloth. I'm going to start by making both cleaning solutions right now, even though at first we're only going to use the detergent and baking soda mixture. So we're going to start with a bowl. We're going to put in about a teaspoon of baking soda and literally like 1 drop of this stuff. That's all you need. So I'm going to give it a quick little push. There we go. 2 drops. Yeah, what the heck. Okay. Then I'm going to pour in some of that hot tap water. Again, it doesn't need to be boiling. And I'm going to stir it up with the toothbrush. So this is warm water with baking soda and laundry detergent. In the other cup, I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of bleach. There we go. And again, I'm going to add the hot tap water. There we go. I'm going to stir that up with the toothbrush. Don't worry about cross-contamination, it's okay. There we go. Now we're going to start with the laundry detergent and baking soda mixture, and we're going to apply this to the shoe. So you're going to go with this pretty liberally. You're going to dip the toothbrush in the solution, make sure it's really wet. Start off small areas at a time, and you're going to go at it in a circular motion. How long should this process take? Well, I would suggest putting on some headphones or turning on the radio and spending about the length of 1 song doing each shoe for this specific process. And I'm not talking like the live version of Stairway to Heaven or something, but like, whatever, like about 3.5 minutes, a normal song. And just spend that time scrubbing away, and if you want to spend longer than that, that's cool too. Now after about 3 or 4 minutes of scrubbing away with the baking soda and detergent solution, your shoe should start to be looking pretty sweet. Now the next step is to go at it the same way with the toothbrush, but now you're going to use the bleach and water solution. Now there's no need to wipe off the shoe between steps. You're just simply going to move from the baking soda and detergent solution to the bleach solution. After about another 3 minutes or so of going at it with the toothbrush and bleach combination, covering every spot, especially putting a lot of time in the tongue because that's all cloth, so we really want to hit that hard with the bleach, the shoe is starting to look super white. Now, I want you to know that depending on the type of stains, the type of material that the shoe is made out of, and how worn and how old it is, there's a good chance you're not going to get it looking like the day you bought it, but it is going to look a heck of a lot better than it did before. So at this point you should have a very damp, not soaking wet, but a very damp shoe covered in a combination of bleach, detergent, and baking soda. So the final step here is to take our very damp terry cloth and we're simply going to wipe everything off. We are just going to go at this shoe big time and wipe off as much of the bleach and baking soda and detergent and all the moisture we can. So after we've given this a really good wipe with the wet cloth, it should be looking pretty darn good. Now, it's going to look, well, obviously very clean, but just so you know, when material's wet, which, like for example, the tongue is here, it's going to look darker. So once this dries, it will actually look even brighter and cleaner than it does now. But the difference between this and what it was is huge. You see, this is the other shoe right here. Look at that. That is one dirty shoe, and then here's the new shoe. Old shoe, new shoe. Look at that. That is something. That is great. Now, told you about the shoelaces. Let's get started on those. Doing the shoelaces is super easy. You're going to take what's left of your two solutions. You've got your bleach in here and your detergent baking soda in here, and you're simply going to pour them together. There you go. Take your shoelace and just drop it in. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to agitate it probably for about at least a minute or so. And as you move it around in there, you'll start to notice that the water's going to get kind of murky, which is a good thing because we want the dirt out of the shoelace, and of course it's going to go into the water. So you're just going to keep doing this. Again, give it about a minute or so. You can let it sit in there longer if you want to. The more you do it, the cleaner and whiter it'll get. Once you're all done, you're going to have your nice clean shoe. You're going to have your clean shoelaces. And the best thing to do is just to let them air dry, or on a day like this, just let Mother Nature do the work for you. But whatever you do, don't put them in the dryer. Sometimes the heat is too intense and it'll like ruin the adhesive that holds all this together. Also, I've done this on a few other pair, and I've noticed if you have sneakers that have kind of different patches of different colors and stuff, I've tried it and I haven't noticed any discoloration with regards to the bleach. It seems to work on anything. But if your running shoes are like have a lot of cloth, like not so much leather or nubuck or whatever this stuff is that they use, if it's got a lot of cloth, then I would definitely try to use a small spot as a test area with the bleach, just to make sure. But where the bleach works really well is at the base of the sole. Going around there, great on any pair. So I hope this episode has been of help to you. I hope you've learned a little something about how to keep those shoes clean. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you want to share, go ahead. Subscribe, well, you know the routine. So until next time, I'm Marc Gordon, and you've been watching Marc TV.